It's the top 4 Kelvin model in Samsung's ongoing smart monitor lineup, sitting over its 1080p kin. Following a strong fortnight of involving this gadget as my home monitor and optional television, I can affirm that it's an extraordinary decision for anybody residing and working out of a common or studio level, and for understudies on the chase after a one-size-fits-all screen for work and play. Be that as it may, by attempting to mark each case, it turns out to be simply okay in several key regions, which stop it procuring a spot as one of the most mind-blowing monitors for creatives and serious gamers. Here's the reason. Design and elements. The smart monitor is joyfully simple to set up. The Tizen operating system implies its UI is indistinguishable from a large portion of Samsung's ongoing smart televisions. It accompanies an included television remote. The Samsung Smart Monitor M7 expects to look as harmless as possible conceivable, so it can easily squeeze into any room as both a work PC monitor and little television. Arrangement is similarly simple as it gets. Just join the base to the stand utilizing a solitary screw. Then attach it to the rear of the television, getting the association utilizing the included screws. The whole process takes under 5 minutes. As monitors and little televisions go, the Smart Monitor M7 is brilliantly downplayed, including a small bezel and no noticeable speaker around its 32 inches screen. The monitor likewise accompanies a helpful actual remote, which hurries up and simple to explore the gadget's menus, and the Tizen Smart Television interface without utilizing the monitor's buttons. That's what my main minor objection is, as most monitors and televisions costing this much in size, power, USB and HDMI inputs are situated on the gadget's back, which makes speedy access somewhat of a faff. The USB position, specifically, makes it challenging to have the television sit flush against a wall when outside gadgets are associated. More serious tech lovers will likewise be frustrated by the incorporation of HDMI 2.0 and essential USB 2.0 and USB-C data sources. These mean you will not have the option to get blisteringly quick information move speeds and the higher data transmission presented by the fresher association standard. However, for a monitor costing this much, that is not really a major issue. The greater issue will be the 60 Hz max refresh rate, and that implies gamers with a PS5 or Xbox Series X, S will not have the option to receive the rewards of the control center's higher 120 Hz setting. The refresh rate is a measurement used to characterize the number of pictures a monitor that shows each second. A higher count is of extraordinary advantage to gamers, since it works on the perfection of liveliness and diminishes the differ between the player instituting an order and it being delivered on screen. At this value, there are various contending choices with 120 Hz and 144 Hz refresh rates. You can see a determination of the best gaming monitors we've tried in the Connected 8. In any case, for generalists, the Smart Monitor M7's smart television ability and convenience more than compensate for this. It accompanies a similar Tizen working framework seen on all Samsung smart televisions, offering an equally fantastic client experience to the one I encountered testing the Samsung UE50TU 8500 and Samsung UE43TU 7100, which both procured places as 2 of our suggested best modest televisions at that point. To put it plainly, this implies you'll gain admittance to a strong application library brimming with basically all the streaming applications you'd need and an abundance of cool highlights for Samsung smartphone clients. In particular, the Tizen operating system highlights applications for Netflix, Prime Video, Disney+, BritBox, Presently Television, Apple Television, BT Game, as well as a stage selective in Apple Music. Samsung's Smart Things stage is additionally included and hurries up and simple to transfer what not many real-time features are excluded straightforwardly to the monitor. You could stream your phone or tablet screen to the television likewise to find out about Chromecast. This usefulness provides availability to real-time features like Crunchyroll and Shiver, which don't have local applications on the stage. For Galaxy phone proprietors, DeX is another flawless advantage. This is a clever component that allows you to transform your phone into a compact PC utilizing the smart monitor. In particular, it hurls a work area-like view onto the monitor when you associate any viable Galaxy smartphone through a link or remotely utilizing the Samsung phone's pre-installed DeX setting. While the DeX view isn't a substitution for full-fat windows for undertakings, for example, photograph altering or computerized fine art, it's more than sufficient for fundamental paper composing or lightweight office work, in the event that you have a console associated with the monitor. Applications, for example, Google Docs turn out great, and Chrome multi-tab web perusing worked flawlessly when I tried the component utilizing a Galaxy S21 in addition to I love the reality the component allows you to transform the phone into a trackpad, eliminating the need to likewise associate a mouse. I composed this whole audit utilizing this setup with zero issues. Picture quality. The Samsung Smart Monitor M7 offers strong execution for relaxed clients as both a workspace monitor and television. The smart monitor can perceive HDR signal. A maximum 60 Hz refresh rate pursues it, an unfortunate decision for serious gamers. The product makes the Samsung Smart Monitor M7 perhaps of the most adaptable screen I've tried in a long while, and, to me, one of the most mind-blowing choices for easygoing clients and shared or understudy convenience needing a television and monitor. I can see it being similarly convincing for individuals with an extra room that fills in as a workspace visitor room consistently. Notwithstanding, by being designed as a handyman, the monitor doesn't offer the best picture quality you'll get for a monitor or television costing this much. The 32 inches, 4 Kelvin gold screen isn't terrible using any and all means. As a matter of fact, for most essential office work and film watching, it's really a strong entertainer. Watching Netflix, in spite of the fact that blacks aren't the most profound I've seen, pictures look appropriately unique, and the screen is pleasantly splendid. Variety reproduction and processing in the out-of-the-container dynamic mode is excessively overcooked for my enjoying. Be that as it may, as could be, this can be changed through settings to one of the others accessible, which incorporate norm, regular, film, and producer modes. In view of my experience, film fans would do well to change to the television's producer mode rapidly. This is a custom setting designed to make the picture look as close as conceivable to the producer's unique cut. It does this by switching off key things, for example, movement smoothing, which notoriously changes the edge rate, bringing about the drama impact. This can make even the most attractive films seem to be a modest sitcom. During testing, I found the mode offers considerably more reasonable variety reproduction than the contending choices remembered for the Smart Monitor M7. The monitor is fit for enrolling the HDR10 standard. This is a norm for dominating and showing video with higher powerful reach. Be that as it may, while it can comprehend HDR signal, content dominated like this on Netflix and Amazon Prime looks moderately punchy. The absence of OLED level blacks and a decent, not industry-driving, max brilliance mean HDR execution isn't on a standard, with contending devoted televisions inside Samsung's precious stone UHD line, which are just somewhat more costly. In any case, that is to be expected, and, being obtuse, you're never going to see unshakable HDR execution on a screen at this cost in the ongoing business sector. The greater issue is that I found review points aren't the most extensive I've encountered. Staring at the television, colors rapidly mutilate when seen from the side. Albeit given the gadget's size and planned use in extra and little rooms, this isn't a major issue by the same token. The television speakers are reasonably skilled for easygoing film watching, especially in the event that you're in a little room. They don't have the most extreme volume expected to offer a really vivid encounter on the off chance that you're sitting further away. In any case, sat before the monitor in my workspace, they offered appropriate haul and quality to allow me to watch Gilmore Young ladies over lunch without issue. The low end, albeit somewhat more fragile than anticipated, is likewise appropriately controlled. Sibilance, as well, is contained. It doesn't pop up except if you approach the monitor's greatest volume setting. Involving the screen as a PC, your screen choices are restricted to standard and dynamic. Results are like their reciprocals when the monitor is being utilized as a television. Bluff notes, assuming you need moderately reasonable-looking tones, utilize the standard setting. And the Samsung Smart Monitor M7 is an incredible universally handy screen that can be easily utilized as a little structure factor television and workspace monitor, highlighting a conservative, simple-to-arrangement design, helpful television remote, and every one of the advantages of Samsung's Tizen television state. The ideal decision for individuals are diminutive of room, or purchasers on the chase after a gadget for their workspace, spare room. The main disadvantage is that missing a couple of key elements will put off creatives and gamers, boss among which are its unmistakably normal variety range inclusion and locked 60 Hz refresh rate. Finally, thanks for watching this video. See you again next time.